You know what would have saved a lot of time if Maleficent just drank some Red Bull because it would give her wings!
Big kids, it's time for your
What up, big kids? Here's your big review of Maleficent. Warning, there will be spoilers towards the end of this video. What I'm going to do is going to talk about the film non-spoilerly, and then I'll have a spoiler section at the end. So I'll let you know when I'll start talking about spoilers. So Maleficent, a live-action retelling of the classic Sleeping Beauty tale starring Angelina Jolie as the title character. I really liked it a lot. It wasn't perfect, but there was definitely, I think compared to other live-action fairy tale movies like Snow White and the Huntsman, this was definitely way better, and because it didn't star Kristen Stewart. But seriously, first off, this is the director Robert Stromberg, who is known for doing visual effects for the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and Golden Compass and Hunger Games. This is his first time directing a big budget movie. And he did really good. You can definitely tell he's a visual effects artist, and there's some amazing visual effects. There is some here where, especially when they have CGI in Maleficent, then it definitely looks more fake. It doesn't look as real. It could have been touched up a little bit better, but when it's good, it's really good. So, and I really love the world of the whole Sleeping Beauty world. With the kingdom, it looks very beautiful, and the enchanted forest and the fairies look good, especially actresses. But yeah, Angelina Jolie, the actress that plays young Maleficent, Isabel Molly, she did a great job. She actually reminds me of the one daughter from Game of Thrones. You know, the one that is pretending to be a boy. Anyway, she's awesome, but she did a great job. And then of course Angelina Jolie did an amazing job. She owns the character. She is so great at being like evil or tragic or humorous, and this movie has some really good humor, by the way. It's very surprisingly funny, but there is some humor that is very for the kids. I mean, definitely from slapstick with the fairies. Let me talk about Elle Fanning, Dakota Fanning's younger sister. She is so freaking adorable and innocent. Aurora in the classic Sleeping Beauty, whereas Maleficent, I absolutely love her in the classic Sleeping Beauty animation. Aurora, I just thought she was a very forgettable princess compared to like Belle or Jasmine or you know, like tons of other better Disney princesses, even Cinderella and Snow White. But yeah, Aurora is very sweet, very innocent, very like just such a great person, and I love her innocence, and she really plays it. She's more of a you can see why, and I'll get to the spoiler section, why Maleficent is so drawn to Aurora based on how she acts compared to other people, which her father, King Stephen, played by Charlotte Copley, who we know from you know, District 9, and you know, he's A-Team, and most recent Elysium. He is awesome. He always plays great crazy characters, and he was a great villain in this, and definitely a different take on the character that, especially if you're used to the classic Disney films. Same with Maleficent. And the fairies, played by Leslie Manfield, Imelda Strutton, and Juno Temple, who I love Juno Temple, especially if you remember her from The Dark Knight Rises. They were great. Like I said, they're very slapsticky. I think I liked them better in the animated film a little bit more than this film, but they're good. They definitely, like I said, this is a PG film, and the kids, they're definitely there to make the kids laugh and everything. But I felt like Maleficent was funnier than the fairies. Davel, played by Sam Riley, he was great. Definitely another different take on, you know, classic Raven, Maleficent's pet. He was great, and kind of like her conscious. He's like Jimmy Cricket, but not so like annoying about it. He was really good. And Prince Philip, just like the original Sleeping Beauty, not much is given to him. I mean, you do actually get to know more about Prince Philip a little bit, and yeah, I'll get on to the spoilers here now. So if you haven't seen Maleficent, or you don't want to know what happens, stop watching now, as I'm going to talk about spoilers now. So, okay, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Now they definitely changed some things compared to the classic Sleeping Beauty. For one, besides telling Maleficent like the whole thing, she had wings before, and what happened is Stefan who becomes king, and Maleficent basically are friends, but Stefan wants to be king so bad that they say whoever kills Maleficent, who's like guardian the enchanted forest, I will make king. And he pretty much drugs Maleficent and was gonna kill her, but instead cuts off her wings to show that he killed her. And she wakes up and is traumatized, and wow, it was like very. Some people were like, oh, like weirded out by the Angeline, but if you had a part of your body cut off, especially a part that is like awesome, like wings, and I would react the same way. And so you can see why she gets on. And King Stefan, and that's like her motivation too, to cast the spell on Aurora, which definitely makes more sense. And the whole spinning wheel, which I never got why the original spinning wheel, but that was like a gif, or it was in the corner and she looks at it, it's like, okay, if she like she'll die from touching a spinning wheel. And they do the whole thing where they burn all the spinning wheels, and King Stefan goes mad, which he definitely goes in the darkness. What I always liked about the original Maleficent, she didn't want to just kill you, she wanted you to suffer, and I feel like she's definitely getting her revenge by doing that, and I like that part. And then they have to pretty much put Aurora like in the care of the fairies, and just like the original story. But yeah, one thing that they really changed about this film, and here's like the major spoiler, is that Maleficent is actually grows to love Aurora, like a mother-daughter relationship. And I don't know, like if that's what they were going for. I mean, some people were saying it's a whole lesbian thing. It's not. It's definitely a motherly, motherly love that Maleficent has for sure. And yeah, and the whole thing, which I love, and this is like a whole it's like Frozen. I'm loving that Disney is really changing things about like how classic fairy tales are told. Instead of Prince Philip kissing Aurora, who they do meet and they do have an attraction for each other, but literally just like in the original story, they just literally met and they're supposed to love each other anyway. But that kiss doesn't work, and it's actually Maleficent because she actually wants to reverse the spell, but she can't. And yeah, and then her just kissing her on the head wakes up Aurora, and I thought that was really cool. I actually really enjoyed that. I did not expect that at all. I really didn't. I mean, when you see these movies based on classic Disney movies, you expect to say, oh, Maleficent is bad now, and she'll turn into a dragon, and Prince Philip will kiss her, and yeah, happy ever after. But it was different. And another thing too, Diaval turns into a dragon. Now, that kind of sucked. I was hoping Maleficent was the dragon in the trailer, but she's not. But it was still cool seeing a dragon, and I thought he was a great character, and it was cool that Maleficent was still strong, and she was evil, but she had motivation, and I like that all the, yeah, I really do think this was very empowering for not only just women, but just like changing things of how classic stories, I think the men were handled really good and the women were really good, and yeah, I thought it was just great. I liked the changes. I thought the pacing was pretty good. There was just some, the changes I really liked, and everything. I love Angelina Jolie. There was just little bits of the story I think that could have maybe had a little bit more action, and there was some good action set pieces. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a great, different retelling of the Sleeping Beauty, and I give it a 4 spinning wheels out of 5. I thought it was really good, and I definitely recommend it. I didn't see it in 3D, but I don't know if the 3D is good, but I definitely would recommend at least seeing it in matinee, and I'm definitely going to pick it up on Blu-ray. So, and I can't wait for the Hot Toys Maleficent. So for more, check out Rebel Pro for cool Disney like Powerpuff shirts like this, and check out my website, SeanXLong.com. Check out enewseye.com, and I'm Sean Long. May I live long and love life. Well, I'm really looking forward to the next live-action Disney fairy tale movie. Let's see, we got Cinderella, and then, Beauty and Beast, my favorite. Who's going to play Belle? It must be someone that's such a great actress and beautiful. Wait, They're thinking about doing Kristen Stewart. Drake ruined Snow White, not freaking Belle. No, damn you, Kristen Stewart. Damn you! At DC, sorry Wonder Woman, you're just too confusing for a solo movie. The world isn't ready for it. You can make a cameo in me and Superman's movie though. Meanwhile at Marvel, here's a talking raccoon with a machine gun. That's it, I'm jumping ship. I want to be marvelous. Oh yeah.